All right, so let's dive into something a little different today.
Sounds good.
You guys sent us this video.
Mm-hmm.
It's about flirting techniques.
Okay.
And you want to understand
Yeah.
not just the tips, but like the psychology, like what makes it work.
Right.
We're going to unpack that for you today.
I love it.
So speaking of eye contact, this video talks about the 3-second rule.
Uh-huh.
I have to admit,
Yeah.
3 seconds can feel like forever when you're like staring at someone.
Uh-huh. Right.
So what's the science behind that? Like, why does that work?
Well, it's not so much about like a magic number of seconds.
Okay.
But prolonged eye contact triggers
Yeah.
a whole cascade of responses
Well.
in both people, like increased heart rate, hormones.
Oh.
It activates parts of the brain
Okay.
associated with reward and attraction.
Wow.
You know, in the animal kingdom,
Right.
a stare can be a sign of dominance or a challenge.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
we're hardwired to respond to that.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
It's pretty cool.
But how do you walk the line between captivating and creepy?
Oh, that's the art of it.
Uh-huh.
It's all about the subtle cues. If someone meets your gaze and holds it,
Yeah.
smiles back, or blushes,
Okay.
those are good signs.
It's okay. Good sign.
But if they look away,
Right.
avoid your gaze,
Yeah.
seem uncomfortable, then you back off.
Okay, so it's a dance,
It is a dance.
not a formula.
Exactly.
The video also mentions winking.
Yeah.
Is that ever a good idea?
Personally, I think I would cringe.
Huh, right?
It's high risk, high reward.
Okay,
It can be playful and suggestive,
right.
but it depends on the context and the people involved.
Okay.
You have to have some rapport already.
Okay, so save the winks
Yeah.
for the later stages of flirting.
I would say so.
All right, let's move on to something less controversial.
Okay.
Humor.
Yes.
I know, personally, I am drawn to people who can make me laugh.
Me too.
So tell me about this.
Well, humor is a powerful tool
Mm-hmm.
when we laugh. Our brains release endorphins,
Okay.
which are mood boosting,
Okay.
and it helps us bond with others.
Wow.
But the key is
Yeah.
use humor that feels natural and authentic to you.
Right, don't force it.
Exactly.
Okay.
This video emphasizes being playful and observant
Okay.
rather than canned jokes
Mm-hmm.
or trying too hard to be funny.
Right.
It gives an example
Okay.
of a joke you could use, like waiting in line.
Okay.
Something like, do you think this line is so long because everyone's ordering something that takes 10 minutes to pronounce?
Uh-huh. I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's situational humor.
Okay.
Doesn't put pressure on the other person.
Mhm. Right, it's just like,
Yeah. It's an observation.
exactly. Shows you're quick-witted,
Mm,
which can be attractive.
yeah. Okay, so what about
Yeah.
self-deprecating humor?
Oh.
The video warns against that.
It can be endearing sometimes.
Yeah.
But when you're first making an impression.
It's important to project confidence.
Okay.
You want to focus on your positive qualities
Okay.
and what makes you interesting.
So strike a balance
Yes.
between humble and highlighting your strengths.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't want to be arrogant,
Right.
but you also don't want to put yourself down.
Okay, so own your awesome.
Own it.
Let it shine through.
Let it shine.
I like it. Okay, so we've talked about eye contact and humor.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into something the video calls power posing.
Ooh, power posing.
What is that?
Okay, so power posing
Yeah.
is where you adjust your posture to project confidence,
Okay.
even if you don't feel it at the moment.
Okay.
So the idea is,
Mhm.
by assuming a more expansive stance,
Okay.
you can trick your brain into feeling more confident.
Wait, so you're telling me
Yeah.
simply standing up straighter
Mm-hmm.
can make me feel more confident?
It can't.
That's wild.
I know, it's pretty cool.
So it's like faking it till you make it,
Yeah.
but with science?
With a scientific basis.
Okay, so how does that work?
Studies have shown
Yeah.
holding these poses
Mm-hmm.
for even a couple of minutes
Okay.
can decrease levels of cortisol.
Oh, wow.
That's the stress hormone.
Right.
And it increases testosterone,
Huh.
which is associated with confidence and assertiveness.
I'm going to try power posing
You should
before my next date.
do it.
That's fascinating.
So simple,
Yeah.
but effective.
Okay.
The video also mentions minimizing fidgeting.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right, because fidgeting
Yeah.
can be a sign of nervousness or insecurity.
Okay.
By being aware of your body language,
Yeah.
appearing more relaxed and composed, you'll project confidence.
Okay. So be mindful of that.
Be mindful.
Okay, now let's talk about something that can be a little tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Playful teasing. For me, it's a fine line
I know.
between being funny
Yeah.
and accidentally offending someone.
It's tough. It's all about reading the room, understanding their sense of humor. Okay. The video gives an example
Okay.
of teasing someone about their taste in music.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's say they mention they love a certain band.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, so you're one of those fans.
I can see how that could backfire
Right.
if they're really sensitive about their music.
You have to be careful.
How do you make sure it comes across as playful?
It's all about the delivery.
Okay.
Tone of voice, facial expressions, body language.
Okay.
If you say it with a smile,
Okay.
a playful twinkle in your eye,
Right.
it'll be clear you're not trying to be insulting.
Okay, so it's like
Yeah.
creating that push and pull dynamic,
You got it.
teasing them but showing interest.
Exactly.
Okay, I like.
Creating a little tension keeps things interesting.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you need to balance the teasing with compliments.
Right.
So if you tease,
Yeah.
be sure to follow up with a compliment.
Okay, so they know you're not putting them down.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So create playful banter,
Playful.
but show appreciation.
Appreciation is key.
Speaking of appreciation,
Yeah.
let's talk about the power of touch.
Ooh, that's a big word.
That's where things can get tricky,
Right.
especially today.
It's a sensitive area.
Yeah.
Touch is powerful,
Mm-hmm.
but we need to be mindful of boundaries
Right.
and consent.
Yes, definitely.
But what's fascinating is
Yeah.
there's science behind it.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of mirror neurons?
I have heard the term,
Okay.
but I don't really know what it is.
So mirror neurons
Yeah.
are these cells in our brain
Okay.
that fire
Yeah.
when we do something
Hmm.
and when we see someone else doing the same thing.
What?
So like with touch,
Okay.
when you touch someone's arm,
Yeah.
their mirror neurons fire
Wow.
as if they were touching you back.
That's amazing.
How?
So you're creating a shared experience
You are?
through touch.
Yes,
That's incredible.
it is.
But how do you make that appropriate?
So the video suggests starting small and paying attention to their reaction.
Right.
Like a light touch on the shoulder,
Okay.
a playful elbow bump,
Okay.
a brief touch on the arm when saying goodbye.
Right.
All subtle, non-invasive.
Okay.
Help build rapport.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
everyone has different comfort levels.
Absolutely.
You have to be attuned to those cues
Right.
if they seem uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Back off.
Respect their space.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's delicate.
It is.
But touch can be a powerful way
Right.
to build attraction.
For sure.
Okay, let's move on
Okay.
to compliments.
Classic.
This video talks about going beyond the surface, giving more thoughtful compliments.
I love that.
Me too.
Instead of just saying, you're beautiful,
Yeah.
focus on qualities that reveal their character
Okay.
or personality
Right.
or their accomplishments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
To give an example.
Okay.
Instead of you're so beautiful,
Right.
say you have such an amazing energy. It's really refreshing.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
It's more specific.
It is. It
Yeah.
shows you're paying attention
Right.
to who they are as a person.
Yeah.
And specificity is key.
Okay.
Instead of, I like your outfit,
Yeah.
you could say,
Mm-hmm.
that color really brings out your eyes.
Ooh, that's good.
Or, that shirt looks amazing on
Yeah.
you. It really highlights your physique.
Okay, I see.
So it's about the details.
Okay.
Expressing appreciation
Right.
in a way that feels genuine.
So it's the thought that counts.
It really is.
Yeah.
People can tell
Right.
when it's genuine.
Exactly.
And that's what makes it impactful.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've given us a lot of good tips,
I try.
but is it really all about the techniques?
You know?
Like, is that really what it comes down to?
No.
Okay, so what's the secret sauce?
The video mentioned something called a chemistry killer.
Ooh, a chemistry killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
the number one thing
Okay.
that can sabotage attraction
Okay, I'm listening.
is being too predictable
Oh.
or coming across as trying too hard.
Oh, I see. Like, you can just smell the desperation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Authenticity is crucial.
Okay.
People can sense when someone is being genuine
Hmm.
versus putting on a facade.
Yeah, you can practically smell it.
It's a turnoff.
Yeah, it is.
Big time.
Okay, so how do you avoid
Okay.
falling into that trap?
The video says,
Yeah.
focus on being present
Okay.
and genuinely engaging.
Right.
Listen actively,
Mm-hmm.
respond authentically,
Okay.
let the conversation flow,
So just relax.
relax,
Be yourself.
be yourself.
Okay.
That's good advice.
Yeah, that's good advice for anything,
Yeah,
not just flirting.
it applies to everything.
Be a good conversationalist.
Exactly.
Show genuine interest.
Yeah.
And then the flirting will come naturally.
It will.
Okay, so it's more about cultivating a mindset
It is.
of presence, authenticity,
I
connection.
like that.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's refreshing.
It is.
Okay, so instead of focusing on techniques,
Right.
it's more about
It's more about the mindset.
the mindset. Okay, I like it. I like where this is going.
Me too.
So sometimes
Yeah.
the most unexpected moments
Yeah,
lead to genuine connections.
totally.
I found that
Yeah.
a little vulnerability
Yeah.
can go a long way.
Interesting. Tell me more.
So how,
Because I think most people try to project confidence and strength.
right, when they're flirting.
Yes.
So tell me about vulnerability.
So there's a difference between confidence
Mm-hmm.
and putting up a wall,
I see.
allowing yourself to be vulnerable.
Okay.
Whether it's admitting you're nervous
Yeah.
or sharing a story
Mm-hmm.
that reveals your true self
Right.
can be endearing.
Okay, so isn't that risky?
It's a calculated risk.
Okay.
But when done right,
Yeah.
it creates intimacy
Oh.
and trust,
Okay.
which is more compelling
Right.
than any technique.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It shows you're comfortable being yourself,
Right.
flaws and all,
Yeah.
and you trust them enough to let them see that.
That's a good point.
You're letting them in,
You are.
showing you're not afraid to be real.
That's much more attractive
I think so.
than
too.
trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
So you're inviting them into your world.
You are.
Okay.
And when you do that,
Yeah.
it gives them permission to do the same.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right.
It goes both ways.
It does.
That can lead to a deeper connection.
Deeper connection for sure.
I like that. Okay, so we've talked about
Yeah.
authenticity, presence, vulnerability.
Yes.
What about those moments when you want to inject a little playfulness
Okay.
into the interaction?
Like it.
The video mentions teasing,
Right.
but are there other ways
Sure.
to create that spark?
I think using playful challenges
Yeah.
or lighthearted competition
Okay.
can be effective.
That's so.
Like challenging them to a game,
Okay.
a trivia contest,
Mhm.
or even a debate about something you both enjoy.
I like that.
It creates a back and forth
Right.
that's fun and engaging,
Yeah.
and it gives you a chance
Hmm.
to show off your intelligence
Oh, yeah.
and wit.
But not in an arrogant way.
Right.
Just playful.
Playful competition.
Okay.
And it also provides an opportunity for touch.
Oh, right. Like high fives.
High fives.
We're like bumping into each other.
Yeah. Playful nudges.
Okay. But being mindful of boundaries.
Always.
Of course.
Always.
So, okay, we've covered a lot.
Yeah.
Eye contact, humor,
Hmm.
power posing,
Power posing.
teasing, touch,
Touch.
compliments,
Compliments.
authenticity, yes, vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Is there anything else
Let me think.
that we haven't touched on
Mhm.
from this video?
You know one thing?
What's that?
They don't talk about much. It is sarcasm.
Oh, yeah.
They mention it
Okay.
as a bonus tip,
Right.
but they warn it can backfire.
It can.
So I think it's worth exploring a little
yeah.
more.
Yeah, sarcasm is tricky.
It
I
is.
love sarcasm.
Me too.
But I can see how it
Yeah.
could be misinterpreted.
Easily.
Yeah, especially
like-
when you're first getting to know someone.
Yeah, it relies on shared understanding
Oh,
and a level of trust.
right.
Done right,
Yeah.
it can be a sign of intelligence
Right.
and wit,
Right.
shared sense of humor,
Mm-hmm.
but done wrong.
Right.
It can be mean, condescending.
Or even passive aggressive.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how do we make it work?
Okay, so
How do we use sarcasm?
it comes down to a few things.
Okay.
First,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure
Yeah.
it's clearly a joke.
Right.
Tone of voice,
Mm-hmm.
facial expressions,
Body language.
all of it.
Okay.
A playful smile,
Oh.
a twinkle in your eye,
Mm.
signals that you're not serious.
So it's all about the delivery.
It is.
Okay.
You also have to be mindful of the context.
Okay.
Sarcasm can be great
Yeah.
once you've built some comfort,
Okay.
familiarity.
Okay.
But early on,
Yeah.
I would be careful.
Yeah. You don't want to come across as rude
No.
before you've even made a good impression.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
read the room.
Read the room.
Be aware of your audience.
Aware of your audience.
Adjust your communication.
You got it.
Okay, I like it.
So it all comes back to
Yeah.
being present responsive.
No.
Right?
So flirting is not about following a script.
It's not.
It's about connection,
Okay,
having
so-
fun,
Come.
letting the sparks fly.
Let them fly.
Okay, I like it.
Good.
So let go of the pressure
Let it go.
to be perfect.
Yes.
Just enjoy
Don't get
getting
on
to know someone.
It's a journey.
It is.
And sometimes
Yeah.
the best flirting happens when you're not even trying.
Mm.
When you're relaxed,
Okay.
confident,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
you radiate this
Yeah.
energy.
Okay.
So it's about
It's about the energy.
cultivating an attractive energy. I like
And that comes from being comfortable in your own skin,
Right.
passionate about your interests,
Okay.
open to connecting.
So just being your best self.
Your best self.
I like that.
Yeah.
That goes beyond flirting.
Okay.
That's
life advice. Life advice.
There you go.
Be magnetic, engaging.
Uh-huh.
Whether you're looking for romance, friends, or even your career.
All of it.
It all applies.
It does.
So the real takeaway is that techniques are helpful.
They can be.
But it's built on something deeper.
Deeper.
Self-confidence.
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
Connect with others.
I like it.
Good.
So show up as your best self.
Best self.
And let the rest unfold.
Let it unfold naturally.
I love that.
Good.
You know, it's funny.
What is it?
We spend all this time dissecting flirting techniques, analyzing the psychology, but really, it's about human connection.
It is.
That's what we all crave. We seek it out.
We do.
Flirting is one way to express that.
It is.
That desire to connect and think about all the skills involved.
Like what?
Active listening, empathy, reading nonverbal cues, making someone feel seen.
So important.
Those are valuable skills for any relationship.
Any relationship. So this deep dive has given us a secret decoder ring.
I love that. For connection, a decoder ring for connection.
Yeah. Okay. So as we wrap up, what's the one key takeaway?
Okay. So the one key takeaway is this.
Okay.
Flirting should be fun.
It should be.
Embrace the playfulness. The excitement of getting to know someone. It's not about manipulation. It's about expressing interest.
Okay.
Authentically. Respectfully.
Okay.
And if it doesn't lead to romance, that's okay.
That's okay.
You still practiced your social skills.
Right.
Stepped out of your comfort zone. Maybe made someone's day.
That's a good point.
So what's one small thing you can do today to practice being more present, more playful, more confident?
What could they do?
Maybe make eye contact and smile at someone you pass on the street, strike up a conversation with a barista.
Or give a genuine compliment?
To a colleague.
Yes.
Okay, so just step outside your comfort zone.
Little by little.
Embrace those moments.
Embrace them.
See what happens.
You never know.
Yeah, and remember.
What's that?
We're all figuring this out.
We're all figuring it out.
As we go.
As we go.
So be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Have fun.
Have fun.
And don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
To let your spark shine through.
Let it shine.
I like that.
Happy flirting. And you know, speaking of genuine compliments, the video talks about something called a chemistry killer.
Ooh, a chemistry killer?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like the #1 thing that can sabotage that spark is being too predictable.
Oh.
Or coming across as like trying too hard.
Oh, okay. So you can just like smell the desperation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Authenticity is so crucial. When you're flirting, people can sense it.
Right.
When someone's being genuine.
Yeah.
Versus putting on an act.
Yeah, you can just smell the inauthenticity.
Totally. And it's a major turnoff.
Yeah, it is.
It's big time.
Okay, so how do you avoid falling into that trap?
The video says you got to focus on being present.
Okay.
And genuinely engaging with the other person.
So like...
Yeah, listen to what they have to say. Respond authentically.
Okay.
Let the conversation flow naturally.
Okay, so just relax.
Relax.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
That's good advice for anything.
I know, right?
Not just flirting.
It applies to life.
Yeah, be a good conversationalist.
Exactly.
Show genuine interest.
And the flirting will just happen.
It'll flow.
It'll flow.
Okay, so it's more about...
It's about...
cultivating that mindset.
The mindset.
Presence, authenticity, connection.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It's refreshing.
It is.
Okay, so instead of focusing on techniques...
Right.
It's more about that inner...
It's the inner game.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
Me too.
So I've found that sometimes a little vulnerability can go a long way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So most people try to project confidence and strength when they're flirting.
Right. You want to seem put together.
So tell me about vulnerability.
Okay, so there's a difference between confidence and like putting up a wall.
I see.
So allowing yourself to be a little vulnerable.
Okay.
Whether it's admitting you're nervous.
Right.
Or you share a story that reveals something real about yourself.
Yeah.
That can be really endearing.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Isn't that risky, though?
It's a calculated risk.
Okay.
But when it's done right,
yeah,
it creates this sense of intimacy
oh.
and trust
Oh.
that's way more powerful
Right.
than any technique.
So it shows you're comfortable.
Yeah, you're saying, I'm comfortable with who I am.
Flaws and all.
Flaws and all.
And you trust them enough to let them see that side.
I'm letting you in.
That's attractive.
It is.
More than trying to be perfect.
Way more.
So you're inviting them in.
I'm inviting you into my world. And you know, when you do that,
yeah,
it gives them permission to do the same.
Oh, that's a good point.
So it kind of creates that reciprocity.
The back and forth.
The back and forth.
Yeah, and that can lead to a deeper connection.
Deeper connection.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
We've talked about authenticity, presence, vulnerability.
Yes.
What about injecting some playfulness into the interaction?
Yeah, I like it.
So the video mentioned teasing.
Right.
But are there other ways to create that spark?
I think using playful challenges.
Okay.
Or like lighthearted competition.
Okay, how so?
Like challenging someone to a game, a trivia contest, or even just a friendly debate about something you both enjoy.
Oh, I like that.
It creates this fun back and forth dynamic.
It's engaging.
It is.
And you can show off your intelligence, your wit, but not in an arrogant way.
Right.
Just playful.
Playful banter.
Right.
And it also creates opportunities for touch.
Oh, right. Like high five.
High fives.
Little accidental bumps.
Playful nudges.
Okay. But always being mindful of boundaries.
Always, always.
So we've covered a lot here.
We have.
Eye contact, humor, power posing.
Power posing.
Teasing, touch, compliments.
Authenticity, vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Is there anything else?
Let me think from the video.
You know, one thing that the video doesn't really talk about much is sarcasm.
Oh, yeah.
They mention it, but just as like a bonus tip.
Right, and they kind of warn against it.
They do, because it can backfire.
Yeah, sarcasm can be tricky.
It is easy.
I love a good sarcastic joke.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I can see how it could be so easily misinterpreted.
Especially when you're...
Especially early on.
Yeah, you're just getting to know someone.
When you don't have that rapport yet. Sarcasm relies on shared understanding and a level of trust.
So done right.
Done right.
It could be a sign of intelligence.
It can.
Wit, shared sense of humor.
Like you're on the same wavelength.
But done wrong.
But done wrong.
It can be just...
It can be mean, condescending.
Or passive-aggressive.
Exactly.
So how do we make it work? How do we use sarcasm right?
It comes down to a few things.
Okay.
First, make sure it's clearly a joke.
Okay.
Your tone of voice. Facial expression.
Body language.
All of it.
Okay.
A playful smile.
Right.
A twinkle in your eye.
Okay.
Those things signal that you're not being serious.
So it's all about the delivery.
It is.
Yeah.
Also, be mindful of the context. Sarcasm can be great.
Yeah.
Once you've established some comfort.
Right.
Familiarity.
Okay.
But in the early stages.
Yeah.
I would be very careful.
Right. Don't want to come across as rude.
Before you've made a good impression.
Exactly. Okay, so...
Read the room. Read the room. Be aware of your audience.
Adjust your communication.
Adjust your communication.
I like it so it all comes back to.
It all comes back to.
As idea, being present.
Being present. Responsive.
So flirting is not about...
It's not about...
following a script.
No.
It's about connection.
Connection.
Having fun. Letting those sparks fly.
Let them fly.
Okay, I love that.
Good.
So let go of the pressure.
Let go of the pressure.
To be perfect.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process.
Getting to know someone.
It's a journey.
It is.
And sometimes the best flirting happens when you're not even trying.
Really?
When you're just relaxed, confident, enjoying yourself.
Okay.
You just radiate. You radiate something.
This energy.
Okay, so it's all about...
It's about the energy.
Cultivating an attractive energy.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. And that comes from...
That comes from...
being comfortable with yourself.
Being comfortable in your own skin.
Passionate about the things you love.
Passionate about your interests.
Open to connecting with people.
Yes.
So just being your best self.
Be your best self.
I like that.
And you know what?
What's that?
That goes beyond flirting.
It does.
That's life advice.
That's life advice.
There you go.
Be magnetic.
Be magnetic.
Engaging.
Whether it's for romance, friendships,
or even your career.
It all applies.
It all applies.
It does.
So the real takeaway here is...
Real takeaway.
techniques are helpful.
Yeah, they can be helpful,
And
but
it's all built on something deeper.
it's deeper than that.
Self-confidence.
Authenticity.
And a
Genuine desire
connect
with others.
I like that.
Good. Yeah.
So show up as your best self.
As your best self.
And let the rest unfold.
Let it unfold naturally.
I love that.
Good.
It's funny, you know, we spend all this time talking about flirting techniques and like all the psychology.
Right.
But it really comes down to
It really does.
human connection.
It's all about connection.
Yeah, like we crave that.
We do.
We're always looking for it.
Yeah, we seek it out.
And flirting is just
It's just one way to express that.
To express that
desire. That desire to connect.
To connect with someone.
Yeah, and think about all the skills involved.
Oh yeah, like
active listening, empathy, reading people's cues,
the nonverbal cues,
making someone feel seen.
That's huge.
Like those are valuable skills.
They are.
For any relationship.
Any relationship.
Not just romantic.
Exactly.
So this deep dive has given us a secret decoder ring.
I love that.
For human connection.
A decoder ring for connection.
Yeah. Okay. So as we wrap up.
Yeah.
What's the
key takeaway?
Big takeaway.
You want to leave our listener with?
I think the biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
Is this.
Yeah.
Flirting should be fun.
It should be fun.
It's about embracing that playfulness.
Right.
The excitement of getting to know someone new.
Yeah.
It's not about manipulating anyone.
Right.
It's about expressing your interest.
Okay.
In a way that feels authentic.
Authentic.
And respectful.
Respectful.
And, you know, if it doesn't lead to romance, that's totally fine.
That's okay.
You've still had the chance.
Right.
To practice your skills.
Yeah.
Step out of your comfort zone. And maybe even make someone's day.
Yeah.
A little brighter.
That's a good point. Yeah. So to our listener, what's one small thing?
What's one small thing you can do?
You can do today.
To practice being more present.
Okay.
More playful.
Yeah.
More confident.
In your interactions.
In your interactions with others.
What could that be?
Maybe it's making eye contact.
Oh.
And smiling at someone.
Yeah.
You pass on the street. Or strike up a conversation.
Okay.
With the barista at your favorite coffee shop.
Okay.
Or give a genuine compliment to a colleague at work.
Okay, so just step out of your comfort zone.
A little bit.
Little by little.
Yeah.
Embrace those moments.
Embrace those moments of connection.
Just see what happens.
You never know.
Remember,
we're all
figuring this out.
We are all figuring it out together.
As we go.
As we go.
So be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Have fun. Have fun.
And don't be afraid to.
Don't be afraid.
Let your spark shine.
Let that spark shine through.
That's a good one.
Thanks for diving in with us.
I'll see you next time.